Hello and welcome back to the Friday interest rate update. Well, unfortunately, mortgage rates jumped back over 7% again, and I believe this could be the new normal for a while. So, what's up with that? This week was the release of the inflation data. Both the CPI, Consumer Price Index, and the PPI, Producer Price Index, came out this week. The CPI wasn't too bad, but the PPI spooked the market just a little bit. The PPI was impacted by rising gas prices. So we saw rates go up a little bit. Where do we go from here? The Fed is highly focused on bringing the core inflation rate down to 2%. This is a level that they think promotes a very healthy economy with a good balance of moderately rising prices and a good job market. Right now, the core inflation rate sits at 3.8%. The core inflation strips out the volatile food and energy sector, and they believe that is the best indicator for the market. This is down from a high of 6.6% in September 2022. So it's been a nice movement, but still almost double what the Fed wants it to be. So how long is it going to take to get down to that 2% level? While we have made significant progress, it will likely take months, if not another year, to get down to their target unless the economy actually falls into a recession, which we really don't want. The Fed wants to have what's called a soft landing, which is always difficult to achieve. And why will it take so long to get inflation down? It's a really good question and hard to answer. But in general, inflation is calculated by adding up the month-to-month inflation data that comes out. So the most recent February 2024 result just replaced the February 2023 figure. So when inflation was high, it was easy to replace a high figure. Now, as we get closer and closer, inflation is making it more difficult to get lower. So it's getting tougher and tougher to make a big dent in lowering the inflation quickly. It's not necessarily a bad thing to have this gradual decline in rates. However, the Fed has to be very careful at not putting the consumer in such a bad situation with all these high interest rates that the economy crashes. That said, I believe the new normal for most of this year will be rates in between 6.5% and 7%. There is good news. The good news is home values are not likely to skyrocket this year because of the elevated interest rates. That doesn't mean home buyers should sit on the sideline. Despite these persistent high rates, home values have not declined. We all know that. Qualified home buyers just have an extended period of time to jump into the market. They will be happy they did when the rates do drop and we see way more buyers entering the marketplace. We have multiple offers, all that good stuff that we just don't want to have. So those that buy now will have secured the home price now, not including inflation, and will be able to actually lower their mortgage payment with a refinance down the road. So please feel free to send me your buyers to walk through their options and discuss the possible changes that could affect them later this year. Appreciate all of you on the Las Vegas pitch. We appreciate. Come join us. If you have any questions whatsoever, please reach out, and we'll see you next week on the interest rate update. Gaylord out. Bye-bye.